Hey guys, welcome to our first day in Savannah. This is day 3 of our trip. We're in a park called Johnson Square. We're going to be looking at several other parks today too, because Savannah is a town of squares and parks, some beautiful parks there. The reason we're here, it's a little about me, because I have a relative who is my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, who was George Washington's closest general during the Revolutionary War here. Anyways, this is him. His name was Nathaniel Greene, and when he died, or before he died, they gave him some land here in Savannah, and he died here, a rich plantation owner, back in the 1700s, and they dedicated this square to him. Anyways, just a little bit of history for you buffs, and we're gonna head off to another square now. Talk to you in a few minutes. For visitors here, it's mostly tourist thing, taking horse-drawn carriages around the city, or they also have a trolley that takes you around the city. Lots of group tours here. One's going by us right now, and a lot of the horses are Clydesdales. That's not, well, that might be one. Really big horses, and they walk very majestically. So many of these going around. So when you're here in Savannah, be sure to take one of these horse-drawn carriages. So this is the grave of some tribe leader, Indian tribe leader. He was a good friend of the English, and he helped them establish a colony here. His name was Tomochichi. Another thing that Savannah is known for is its architecture. This is an old city. A lot of buildings here were built here in the 1700s and 1800s. Behind me you'll see a very old church, and right down the street you'll see a church we just passed where George Washington actually attended services. So there's a lot of beautiful buildings here. I'm not going to point them out one by one, but you'll see them in the background as we tour the city. Okay guys, this church behind me, it's been fixed up a little, but it was originally built in 1733. And just for you history buffs, in 1791, in May of 1791, George Washington himself actually attended church service here. Just wanted to get back to you on that. Okay, so from now on, when we go by statues, we're just going to show them to you really quickly. But this is a guy, General James Oglethorpe, who Main Street in the city is named after. He was a very famous general during the Revolutionary War, and also a philanthropist as he grew older and was no longer a general. And it's a beautiful park here. The other parks we're going to go into will have lots of statues, but we'll just go by them real quick because we don't want to bore you. But I just wanted to show you this one because this is a major figure here in the city of Savannah. Okay, welcome to the biggest park in Savannah. This thing is huge. It goes for blocks and blocks. I think it's 30 acres, and it's called Forsyth Park. We're going to take a tour around and just enjoy the sights. This fountain you see behind me is sort of the centerpiece of this park. Whenever you see pictures of Forsyth Park, this fountain will usually be in it. Let's go check it out. It's a xylophone. If you click it, you
click with something.
I thought it was like in Asia really bad. These are people who died in the 1700s, that's 300 years ago. Okay, this is a belt dedicated to firefighters. Here, this is a list of firefighters who died in the 1800s. It goes all the way back to 1865, who died putting out fires.
Wow.
The last one was 1991. Why do they have 21 down there? 1921. It looks like they just added them. So you can see trolleys that go all over town taking tourists to various restaurants and giving them city tours. There's also, as you can see the river down there, there's also boats and ferries that take you up and down the river, which tourists also love doing. We made it! Very bumpy. This has streets were made in the 1800s. Okay guys, I know we probably bored you walking through all the parks and the squares and going over some of the history and looking at the architecture, but now we're down at what some of you I think will like the most. We're down at the Savannah River. On the other side of the river is Georgia. I'm sorry, on the other side of this is Georgia. On the other side of the river is South Carolina, and this area is really fun. It's kind of like a place to meet for lunch and at dinner. You can see all the stores, a lot of restaurants, stores, and bars to meet at. And we're going to be eating down here in just a few minutes. You can see behind me, it's an old riverboat, and you can take tours on that. I think they go out twice a day, and they just go up and down the river. You can see the beautiful bridge over there. We just crossed that yesterday. We stayed on the other side of it, hotel last night. And so just join us for some food. Remember, they're not all the same like they are now, so just hold on the handrail. So that's how they were made in the old days before they had regular steps. Those are some historic steps, huh?
Darling.
Huh. That's fake, isn't it?
No, it's real.
God, that is. Wow. Get a picture of that. Is that a big pumpkin or what? Look at that, a 5 and dime store. When's the last time you saw one of those? So I hope you enjoyed day 3 of our tour. We are finishing. We just finished down at the river, and now we're going to get in the car and we're heading towards Charleston, South Carolina. We'll see you there tomorrow.